I just don't understand this game. So, today's episode, it's the last 3 games of the season. I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush. It's the last 3 games of the season. And it's been an interesting last 4. Basically, I think that was when you last saw, maybe 3 since you guys last saw me. It's been stressful. It's been frustrating. And it just makes me think, why does this game hate... I've just noticed there's a... Hang on. Why is there a Christmas tree behind me? It just makes me think, though, guys, why is this game so annoying? So I want to show you the previous 3 results, and we're gonna roll the intro. Let's go. So without wanting to spoil anything, I'm going to show you guys since I took over. So I took over on Sunday the 1st of March. Well, I took over a little bit before that, but that was our first game. We scored 2 goals against that team, and then we haven't scored a goal. Well, we didn't score a goal in 6 games since, right? So 6 games without a goal. Finally made some changes to the formation. And our next game, we beat Spartak Nalchik, who aren't the worst team in the league. Like, they're not bad at all. In fact, let me show you. They are 14th. They're a spot above us. We beat them 4-1, and it was convincing. Double their shots, double shots on target, more possession. Clear-cut chances were enormous in our favour. Following game, we come up against 2nd in the league at the time. I'm not sure if they still are. Krasnodar. And in the game against FC Krasnodar, it's very, very close. We have very similar stats to them. If we go to the overview, we only had 2 shots less than them. We were actually 1-0 up. Then we went 3-1 down, pulled it back to 3-2. We were close. We couldn't quite beat Krasnodar. 2nd in the league, and we're getting close against them. How's that possible? And then the third of those 3 games, against top of the league, we dominate Spartak Moscow. We draw 2-2. We have more possession, more shots on target. If we look at the full stats, clear-cut chances, yeah, but we had 1 woodwork, we had 1 half chance to their... Like, we just dominated them. Double their shots on target. Top of the league. This is a team that if we look at the table, Spartak Moscow have won 18, drawn 8, lost 1, and we drew with them and could have beaten them. Anyway, today's episode, there are 3 games left. We sit in 15th. We can't make it out of that whole section, but we can make it to avoid automatic relegation, which is what was asked of us, and that'll mean we'll play most likely... Well, I mean, if we get into 14th, we'll be playing against Cube and Krasnodar for the position. Our upcoming fixtures are against Ural in 11th. There. Okay. CSKA Moscow and Arsenal Tula. We should, if we don't beat Arsenal Tula, we don't deserve to even go up. CSKA Moscow is going to be interesting because of how well we've played against the top 2 previously. And Ural, we need to win. If we beat Ural and draw against Arsenal Tula, I'm confident that Spartak Nalchik won't win more than 1 game. But I'd like to think if we can get 2 wins, then we should be just about okay. I'm confident of that. So we're playing a slightly different formation. We're playing Podboreskin on the right. He's actually quite impressed me. Kennedy's playing as the advanced forward because I noticed that we literally have no goals in the team. This guy has been a laughing stock. He's been our starting striker and he's on a 6.46 average rating. So Kennedy starts up top. He's not great at it, but he's okay. Buendia, he's doing amazing in training. He's now, the previous guy said 4.5 stars. I'm considering if something happens to Kennedy, he's our trequartista option because he just looks a little bit good, doesn't he? My Yoshida has come into the defence. In general, it's actually been this guy playing alongside him, but Putsko it has to come in. Granit has been playing at left back. He's really impressed me. Scored a nice free kick, and Zotov has to come in because we needed to have 1 less foreign player. We do have 1 slot now in case someone decides to come in because of the change we just had to make. But I think for the moment we will just stick with that. I don't know if I want to bring in Josh Grant at right back. Do I do it? Yeah, let's bring in Josh Grant at right back. He was playing the game before last. So we're going to go into this one against Ural. Honestly, it's away from home, but I'd like to think we can go and do this. Would I take a point? I'm not sure. I think this is a situation where really we need to be hoping we can win it. We don't have the luck of seeing Spartak Nalchik's... I think that's their name, Spartak Nalchik. Yeah, we don't have the luck of seeing their result, so we don't know what we've got to match. And I don't want to be relying on beating CSKA Moscow if Spartak Nalchik happen to go on and win it. So I would like it a lot if we could get a win here against Ural. We've started off with a lot less possession, but more shots in general. They are coming forward here though. Eric has the ball on the left-hand side, but Muravjov does manage to cut it out. It's kind of going back and forward here. Lungo gives it to Eric. I'm assuming this is going to be a chance for them because it's very promising going forward, and they've hit the woodwork with a pretty outrageous long shot. But that's not too bad. At this point, I just don't want us to concede. If we go 1-0 down, I'm going to start to get upset, especially considering the results against Spartak Moscow and Krasnodar. And we go 1-0 down. And it's just upsetting because there has been about 7 games since I took over. We've played 12 games at this club, and there's been about 7 of those 12 games where we have, quite honestly, dominated the match. And when you dominate a game and lose it, especially when you lose it 3-4-0, which has happened, it's just so infuriating. And it annoys me that I didn't just put all of my money into a mental striker. Why didn't I do that? Who knows? We'll never know. Instead, we spread our money out around a few players that really have not done a right lot. Kennedy's been okay. Maya Yoshida helped, but Buendia was a bad one. Memeshaj here, whips in the corner, and as I big up Maya Yoshida, he puts the ball into the back of the net, but it's been disallowed. The whistle had already gone. No! Someone pushed another player. That's frustrating. We needed that one. We did need that goal. The time is running out ridiculously quickly. Maya Yoshida's not having a bad game. Not having a good game, sorry. And our options are pretty limited. I'm going to go a madman here and make this substitution and bring on Buendia to play as a shadow striker. He's got some attributes to do it. Why not give it a go? That's all we've got. 20 minutes. Come on, boys. Do us proud. They've come forward here. Panyukov whips it into Eric. Hits the post. Game's not over. 20 minutes. Come on, Rostov. Do it for me, please. If anyone's going to make this happen, you guys have got to step up. I don't know who it's going to be. I'd like it to be Emi Buendia after the embarrassment he's caused this season. But I can't say that I think it's going to happen. And this leaves us in a world of trouble. It leaves us in a lot of trouble. If we can nick a goal here, it's not so bad. If we can be on level points with Spartak, that's not too bad. But 1 point behind them, with them having a game in hand, is pretty awful. I do expect us to beat Arsenal Tula. I'd be absolutely disgusted if we didn't. We're coming forward here now. Kennedy is through on goal. Please put this away, son. He has. Okay, it's not amazing, but it's not that bad. Our goal difference is a mile better than Spartak Nalchik. I think it's based on head-to-head. If it's based on head-to-head, we're done for. We are absolutely done for. I'm terrified. Memeshaj to Podberezkin to Buendia. Last minute winner. One of you, Podberezkin! He's hit the woodwork! Would you believe it? We've had double their shots in this game, guys. We've had the clear-cut chance. We've had 3 half chances. We've hit the woodwork there with seconds to go. They come forward here. Arapov deals with it. Oh, that would have been incredible if we'd got that goal. Why couldn't you finish it? I think if this goes on head-to-head and not on goal difference, I think we're over. This team are going to pick up a point or 2. We deserve to win that game. Results between teams comes ahead of goal difference. Spartak Nalchik play against Rubin, who are 4th. Amkar away, who are 12th. For Dynamo Moscow, they're going to get some points out of those games. We have to go to CSKA Moscow and get something. No, it's at home, but still. We have to try and get something at CSKA Moscow. And I'm also counting Arsenal Tula as a guaranteed win. We need to do something against 3rd in the league. I'm terrified to look at the table. Did they win? Did the other team get any points? They didn't. Spartak Nalchik are on the same points as us after playing against Rubin Kazan. I mean, they put up a great fight. They went 1-0 up, then 2-1 down, then 2-2, but then bottled it. But Amkar, I mean, they have won 1 since November. 1 game and 1 draw. They started off really well. You'd like to think an away game to Amkar, they should drop it. They're the massive favourites. Dynamo Moscow at home, though, that's a different story. If we get a point... Oh, I don't even know what to say. Let's just go into the CSKA Moscow game. If we get a point against CSKA Moscow, I am 100% confident that we will, and I mean it, we will get into that relegation playoff. If we don't get a point, then it's almost game over, because I believe that Spartak Nalchik will win one of those 2 games. I think they're going to get 3 points from these 2 games, and that means to me that we've got to get 4. We'll see, won't we? CSKA Moscow have beaten us all 7 times we played against them. I don't have any changes in mind. Is there anyone returning from injury that I should look at? I don't think so. Granit has done okay at the left back spot. Do I want to bring in someone else? I don't think I do. Is there anyone returning from injury that I've forgotten about? I don't believe so. Let's go. Let's get into this game. Also, I have signed a player on a free transfer already that will join in the summer, if we're still here. Don't think we are, though. I mean, they've got flipping Eremenko in the midfield. To be fair, he hasn't played for a few years because of the drugs. But they've got a good team, haven't they? Dumbia on the ball here. We're coming forward. Kennedy goes for an audacious long shot. It cannons off the post and is cleared by Socrates at the back. They've got the Socrates from Dortmund. They've got Igor Akinfeyev. They've got Gooey Louis, who plays in the Bundesliga at the moment. They've got Alan Djorkaeff. They've got Nachko. They've got Eremenko. They've got Vitinho. Lucas Arrow? I don't know if I know that one. How are we even in this game? How are we even in this game? It's been very, very even. We've hit the post. We've had the better of the game, but I'm sure that'll change any moment as Vitinho comes forward. It's cut out by Memushaj. How we can play so well against CSKA Moscow but still struggle against Ural? We've played against the top 3 sides in the division, and we quite easily could have come away with 9 points. Isn't that insane? It really is insane, actually. So as it stands, Spartak are drawing 0-0 with Amkar still. There's not been any goals in that game. I do have my eyes on it. Let me just check I'm recording and the sound is on. That's always handy. Ilario has the ball. It goes to Willian. Vitinho, 1-0. That is an issue. We need Amkar to get a goal now because, well, I mean, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't matter, actually, because if Spartak draw, I still need them to not win in the last game. They are losing now, though. It doesn't really make much difference. It really doesn't. All it means is that if I go on to draw, I will be ahead of them. But I don't think I'm going to go on to draw against CSKA Moscow, especially now that they're 2-0 up. Look at those stats for a second. Same possession, more shots, hit the post, second in the division against second bottom. Just doesn't add up. It happens every game. Imagine if I had a proper striker. I could be... Guys, if I make it out of this alive and sign a real striker in the summer, something special could happen. It really could. I mean, we've got a highlight. I'm sure it's going to go to them and they're going to end up scoring. But Putsko plays it to Ezatulahai, who's been playing really well in the midfield, actually. Has impressed me in these few games. I do firmly believe, though, that if we can have 14 shots in a game, that just imagine if we had a really clinical striker, it could be something else, couldn't it? That was apparently the highlight. I don't believe we can come back and get a draw, but as long as Spartak, whatever their name is, go on to lose, it's not the end of the world. My only hope is Arsenal Tula also lost 2-0. My only hope now is that we can go on and beat Arsenal Tula and Spartak drop points. I don't think they will, though. They're at home against 12th place. I think they're gonna get a win. We still have to win the playoff even if we make it. Imagine if we lose to Arsenal Tula. Everyone plays today. This is the game we're looking out for, Spartak Nalchik. They need to draw or lose and we have to beat Arsenal Tula. The head-to-head's not that great, 3 wins each and a draw. Earlier on in the season against Arsenal Tula, we did win 3-0, that was at home. We're going in with a little bit of form, we're playing okay against teams, however we have conceded in our last 7 games. But we haven't played against bottom of the league in that time, so you can't ever tell what's going to go on. We're going to jump straight into it. You guys know what's happening. It's the same team, basically, that's played in back-to-back-to-back. Arsenal Tula are the favourites. We are the favourites in this game. I come in here writing them off, but they're only 4 points behind us. And that is the cold, hard truth. There's not a single team in this league that is a walkover. That's just not how it goes. So we have to hope, and I do mean hope here. We're gonna slide this one all the way up. We're gonna be working on this side over here. We're gonna pull them up here. Spartak will win him. Babichev. No, if that's my Babichev from Granite, no way. Babichev from Granite has gone to Spartak and scored the goal to put them 1-0 up. You couldn't make it up, could you? You really really couldn't make it up. Dumbia has the ball here, plays it to Kennedy to put... We've done our bit. Look at those stats. Does this look like a team that deserves to be going down with them? No, it doesn't. We have been one of the best teams in this damn league the last 10 games. We've competed with the top 3. We've got points against all of them, pretty much. We've been a good team. And we're going down. Their goal difference is sickening. We're going down on the head-to-head. Come on, flipping Dynamo Moscow. You used to be good, but now you're not. And as things stand, in all the games we deserve points this season, think how many there really has been whilst I've been the boss. How many games we've truly dominated the other team and somehow not come out with the points or a point. And that's what we are. We fall 1 point short of safety. It's half time and they're still winning. I can't do much more than beg Dynamo Moscow to pull this one out of the bag for me. Babichev, you've got to score an own goal or something for us. They've equalised. They've dropped down, they've equalised. Dynamo Minsk have equalised. Dynamo Moscow even have equalised with them. Oh, there's a highlight in our game. I don't want to watch it. If they equalise, I'm going to break down. Come on, just don't give it to them. Just don't give it to them. Not in a dangerous area like that. Melkadze, Memeshaj cuts it out. Memeshaj is going to get himself sent off with 20 minutes to go. I can't take it anymore. I can't take this game. Okay. Management ahead. These stats make me want to vomit. Memeshaj has been sent off. Podbereskin's having a good game. We're going strikerless. We're going like this. We're going inside forward support. Inside forward support. We're playing without a striker. We're going to bring on this guy to play here as a trequartista. We're going to move him there. We're going to play like this. We're going to play like a man stood out like that with his arms and legs out wide. We're going to remain on control. We've got 20 minutes. If we lose this game because of you, Memeshaj, I am going to be very upset. Spartak are still drawing. It's still 1-0 to us here. As things stand, we have a playoff against Cuban Krasnodar coming up. There are 5 minutes left. The game needs to end. Please, no goals anywhere. There's a highlight here. It's going to go out, surely. It's still 1-1 at Dynamo versus Spartak. Would you believe it? Woo! I don't know how we've managed it. I really don't. But don't you tell me I didn't deserve it. Look at those stats. Look at all of our stats from recent games. We've achieved 4th place. We've got a bit of money for it. We've now got to play our playoff in next week. Next week the game is scheduled. Some contracts expire by then. Oh no, they expire at the end of that following month. I thought it was about to expire. Okay, as things stand, we're in a little bit of trouble. Okay, boys, next episode, we play the playoff. Oh, we play it against the team in the division below. Oh, I thought I played against the other team to decide who went down. Okay, we're winning this. We're staying up. We are staying up. Okay, next episode, come watch me stay up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I feel like this has been an inspired last 6 games of the season, considering we hadn't scored for 6. We then went on to score in all games against anyone other than CSKA Moscow. I think that is worthy of a thumbs up. Smash that like button if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if it's your first time watching. Thank you so much. By the way, I haven't been wearing this shirt for like 5 days. I know I have been for 5 episodes, but I've been recording for like the last 6 hours because I wanted to try and get ahead on videos for you guys. Thanks so much for watching though. Have a fantastic day and I will see you all in the playoffs. Goodbye.